few months back, FIFINE reached out to me. They wanted me to review this AmpliGame SC8 audio mixer, audio interface and mixer. This was a step up from the SC3, which was mostly a gaming mixer, but it was at 16-bit. This is now 24-bit with much more features involved in it, and it has better preamps inside of it. Now, about a few days ago, they reached back out to me again and wanted to know would I review their newest and latest microphone, the AmpliGame AM8PROT. I said, yeah, send it over. They also wanted me to talk to you guys about the FIFINE Genie software, and I haven't dived too deep into the Genie, but I will be leaving some B-roll footage from me messing around with it, and I'll dive deeper into the Genie program in a later video once I really get familiar with it. I don't want to just rush to do this and give you guys some bogus information. I'm not going to do that. But right now we're just going to focus on the microphone that also has a boom arm. Now look, as far as the boom arm, I'm not going to go over the boom arm too much as well, because I reviewed the boom arm, the RGB boom arm, in an earlier video in white. This is only going to be in black, I believe. I believe this is all black. But yeah, the boom arm is not going to be any different than the one that I just reviewed. So we're not going to go too deep into that. It's all the same as far as the way you control the RGB lighting. The button is that you press. The cord is attached to it, so you're not going to be able to detach the cord. It's all attached. The one good thing about it is now that you can program it through Genie. I advise everybody that has any of the AmpliGame microphones or soft hardware like or the interface to download Genie and extend your reach with these programs, because they're gonna, believe me, it'll blow your mind with some of the stuff that FIFINE is doing. They're stepping up their game, and I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of FIFINE. It's probably the best budget company out there. I know Miyano is running neck and neck with it, but I don't have many Miyano products. So FIFINE reached out and they looked out for me, and I'm not just saying this because they are looking out, but the products itself that they sending me or having me review, I've been more than amazed with it. But anyway, let's get on to this AM8PROT RGB streaming microphone kit. So when you open it up that way, you have your owner's manual. I'm not gonna plug them and toss them. Nicely packaged. Oh, this is nice. And there she go there. There she is. Now I know I should be having the overhead and all this other stuff, but I don't want to go into the basement and cut on and log onto the PC and go into OBS and do all the screenshotting and all this programming. But this is the best, easiest way, the quickest way I can get this out to you. So what you have the boom arm. You have the boom arm, RGB lighting there. Again, there's the button up top, just like the one that we have in white. The button is up top here. You just click that, and you're off and running. So you got the boom arm there. You have a USB-C to USB-A, USB-C to USB-C with the A adapter. That's that there. Get a little closer to you. All right. You also have the base to the boom arm, which is pretty standard. All right. And then you have the star of the show, the microphone. right, there she is there, the microphone. There she go. Pretty much similar to the original AM8, but I believe this one here, like I said, is 24-bit. That one, any of the AmpliGame microphones and products that's coming in that purple box, they're going to be a little bit more upscale as far as like, or a little bit higher in bit rate. This is 24-bit, this is 24-bit. All right, so here you go. All right, so let me put this box down and let's just get you up and close to this microphone. All right, so here, touch the mute. It's a mute button here. All right, multifunctional button there, and you go from mix, from computer mix to the microphone mix. So you hear everything. You hear, you know, if you're a gamer and you got people you're playing against, you can go from computer, listen to more computer, to listen to more of the microphone. You also have the headphone monitoring button in the middle, and you have your microphone volume at the back there. Okay, and if you look at it, it's kind of upside down. It's like this. All right, if you look at it this way, you're looking at it properly. But the way the mic is going to be sitting, you're going to be sitting this way, so you actually see it the way it's supposed to be. At the base, you have the button right at the top there, was for the RGB coloring around the base of the microphone. You also have a 3.5-inch jack port there, the USB port there, as well as a XLR port. This is a dynamic microphone. It's got built-in headphone monitoring, low latency. We're going to test this thing out in XLR and USB mode, but for the most part, I like the aesthetics and the build of this microphone here. Okay, this is a very nice microphone. It should be a step up from, again, the AM8. I like the fact that FIFINE is actually doing that now. It's putting having a yoke mount with multiple with the 2 different sizes on it. You have the, I think it's like 3.8 or the 5 point something. So you have different size ports there. You shouldn't have a problem screwing this onto a tabletop stand or either a boom arm, which is included in this kit. If I didn't say it before, this is a 24-bit microphone, so it's definitely gonna give you a lot more headroom when it comes to post editing and things like that. It's gonna be great for like voiceovers and all this other stuff. We're gonna actually test this thing out pretty soon, so we're gonna see how it runs. But I'm gonna plug this in with the SE8, and we're gonna take it for a spin. All right. So now we have the AM8 Pro T plugged into directly into the iPhone using USB mode. I am using the camera adapter, the camera adapter, and as you see, everything is out of the boxes and is plugged in. Also have the SE8 ready to go, and we're taking this thing on the test ride, and this is the way it sounds. I do like the way it sounds. I mean, right now I think I'm on like 50% in USB mode. This is the sound that you get. The closer you get to the mic, the louder you get, the boomier you get. But this is something that I definitely like. You can actually see the lights come on and off right here in that monitoring section, so that's a plus. You get to monitor and see where you at. Make sure you're not peaking. I'm not sure if that light's going to show if I'm peaking. Po. No, it just shows in white, I guess. It might show in all the colors that you hit this button with. Let me see. 1, 2. Is that a 1? Oh, okay. So it just shows in the color that the RGB is set to. So right now this is on the rainbow color. You have a bunch of multiple colors here. As you keep pressing, you can get as many colors as possible that you want. The Skittles. All right, but yeah, this is an USB mode. Let me cut this back down a little bit more because it seems really high. I'm listening to it in my headphone monitors. The headphone monitors do have a little latency in it. It's not bad. It's tolerable. But I still hear that slight reverb, and I'm not for all that. I don't care about all that. I would rather listen to my voice in real tone, in my real tone. But as far as the mic itself and the way it sounds pretty decent. Again, I'm not too far away from the microphone. But this is the USB mode. Now we're gonna plug this thing into the SC8 and take it for a spin in XLR. All right. Excuse the blemishes, the blemishes in the speaking. But yeah, we're going from XLR. See, did it again. We're going from USB to XLR. There we go. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm getting a lot of reverb coming out of this SC8. Again, that's what I don't like. But here's the mic and the way it sounds. I'm at 50%. I'm not peaking right this minute. I can bring it down some. But this is what it sounds like in XLR mode using the SC8. I do like it. Again, if I could just get that echo out the headphones, I would be great. But this is the AM8PROT, and this is what it sounds like connected to the SC8, which is the correct combination of mic and interface. Both 24-bit, both from the same line, both in the same series. When it comes to the AmpliGame, the AmpliTank, this is an AmpliGame made for streamers, gamers, mainly gamers. All right, with all the RGB lighting and stuff like that. They're kind of crazy for that RGB lighting and stuff like that. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see the RGB lighting here. I'm gonna press this button and I'm gonna change the RGB lighting on the boom arm. This boom arm can be purchased separately. It can be purchased separately. I reviewed this boom arm on my last FIFINE video. It might be in the last or the second to the last. I reviewed this boom arm. Very nice. I got it in white and I love it. All right, I love it. Well, I like it a lot. Okay, it adds a little bit more to the room, a little bit more flair. That I would say. Can I do without the RGB? Of course I can. All right, but here's the microphone and boom arm. It's the whole kit, made for streamers and gamers, stuff like that. This is for you. Great microphone, great interface. Genie is also out there that you can download and get. All right, you can control your mic's volume and customize EQ, all that stuff in Genie. You can also customize and change the RGB lighting in Genie. Genie is a very good app. I just can't really say much about it because I haven't dived too much into it. But Genie is where you want to go. If you get this set up, download Genie, go through that, and then go through OBS or something like that. Whatever streaming software or recording software you use. Go through Genie first, download your stuff, customize the settings that you want, customize the sound that you want, then go to OBS, and hopefully OBS will just migrate everything over to them, and then you're all set. But again, this is the AmpliGame AM8 Pro streaming kit. The SC8 is an AmpliGame SC8 audio interface sold separately. The only thing I'm missing out of this kit, out of this whole series, is the, what do you call that thing? The Stream Deck lookalike. That's the only thing I'm missing. And I will have the complete AmpliGame setup, or in the headphones, AmpliGame setup that I can one day, I'm gonna change my room around. I'm gonna add a desk and I'm gonna just put this stuff in there. Add a little bit more flair, a little bit more lights to the room, stuff like that. I think it'll be good, a dope setup that me and my wife both can use simultaneously or together. So thank you to the fine people at FIFINE. I really do appreciate the opportunity that you give, not just me, but all the small broadcasters or people out there that's trying to make a living and trying to do something that they love and have some fun with podcasting. I want to thank you for letting me or allowing me to be part of your world. FIFINE, I really do appreciate you guys, and thank you. All right, anything you guys want me to review, just let me know. I'm all a part of it. FIFINE is also good because they listen to us. If there's something that we don't like or something we think they can improve on, they do it. Not a lot of companies do that. The more I'm sitting here, the more I'm liking the way this boom arm is just sitting there and adding a little bit of color to the set. I'm sitting at my living room table, this like a table in the middle of the floor, and I'm always struggling to get the mic in the right position. I always gotta hold a microphone. This just gave me the bright idea to just keep this thing around, and just whenever I want to do a video from right here from the couch, I can just sit back and just do it without any problems and have the microphone as close as possible instead of having it sitting down here where my hand where you can't see my hand is where the microphone is normally sitting at. But with the boom arm like this, I can adjust it and get it as close to my mouth as possible without having to do anything else. So FIFINE, thank you again for the boom arm too. Both boom arms. I like their stuff so much that I bought the BM88 or something like that, the heavy duty boom arm that's going to go in my studio downstairs. That the AmpliTank or the AmpliTank 1, the Tank 1 or the Tank 6 it's going to go on. Maybe, I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about this kit here. RGB lighting everywhere. Now you notice that the RGB lighting is not on the base of the microphone right now. It's not on because you need it to be plugged into USB. The USB need to be plugged in, and the microphone needs to be getting power for that. All right. Just a quick overview. This microphone will bring your voice to life. It'll add some punch to it. It's got its own character. It's 24-bit. You got a headphone monitoring at the bottom of it. It's dual connectivity. You can connect using USB or XLR. And I said it again, direct monitoring. Has a mute button up top here, only in USB mode. It also has a multifunctional button that controls your chat, your voice from chat to gaming. It also controls the headphone as well as the microphone volume. And it has RGB lighting at the bottom. The yoke mount is metal. The majority of the microphone is plastic, but the yoke mount is metal, and it has two different sizes to the threading. Can't go wrong. This whole set was say less than $80. This whole set. Be careful with this because you do hear everything. I mean, you can hear all that, so be careful. A boom arm like this, or a boom arm of any sort, would be perfect for this type of microphone because you're going to pick up some sounds. All right. Again, thanks to fine people at FIFINE for allowing me to have this opportunity to review this stuff. I appreciate you. On to the next one. It's your boy Sambroome. Sambroome likes. Peace.
Y'all, enough talk.